James Gunn is opening up about one of the most difficult decisions he's made since taking over the DC universe, letting go of Henry Cavill as Superman. In a recent interview, the Superman writer-director and DC Studios co-head called the move terrible and admitted it was emotionally painful to part ways with Cavill, who had become synonymous with the character for a generation of fans. "It was a total bummer," Gunn said. "I like Henry. He's a great guy and a good actor. It just didn't fit with what we're doing." Cavill had returned briefly as Superman in a surprise cameo during the end credits of Black Adam in 2022, sparking excitement for a full-scale comeback. However, those hopes were dashed just weeks later when Gunn and co-chair Peter Safran announced a new direction for the DC franchise, one that would include a younger Superman and a fresh origin story in Superman Legacy, now set for release in 2025. Gunn emphasized that the decision wasn't personal. "It wasn't about Henry not being good enough. He's fantastic. But we needed to tell a different kind of story. A younger Clark Kent at the start of his journey," he explained. "That meant making a tough call, and it sucked. It was one of the hardest things I've had to do professionally." David Corenswet is now stepping into the iconic red cape, taking on the role of a younger Superman in a film that Gunn describes as more optimistic, earnest, and rooted in character. While excitement is building for the reboot, Gunn knows Cavill's exit left a wound for many fans. "I totally understand the disappointment," Gunn added. "People have a deep connection to Henry in that role, but I hope over time people will come to see why we're doing this and what we're trying to build." Despite the controversy, Gunn insists Cavill was gracious about the news. "He handled it with class," Gunn said. "There were no hard feelings." As DC enters a new chapter, Gunn's candid reflections reveal the emotional weight behind creative decisions that affect not just stories, but the actors and fans attached to them. While the future of Superman looks different, the legacy of Henry Cavill's portrayal remains firmly intact.